What is going on, everybody? I am the FDGURU, bringing to you guys a Monday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have 8 games on the main slate tonight, and as I usually do in these videos, I talk about the main slate with FanDuel salaries. We'll talk about pitcher. There's some decent spots tonight, and then 2 infield and 2 outfield value plays. We have a nice lineup of games tonight. We have 3 early games at 6:40 Eastern, 8 on the main slate, and half of the main slate is the after-hours slate. We have 4 of the 8 games of the main slate on that after-hours slate, so plenty of stuff to provide not only on my website for the main slate, but on my Dub Club as well, where I provide the early slate and the after-hours slate. With that 4-game after-hours slate, there's a decent chance I make 2 lineups tonight because it's a Monday night. I should have plenty of time to do it, so expect 2 lineups out of me for FanDuel and DraftKings. One on the website and one on my Dub Club. You can sign up on my Dub Club with the 7-day free trial link below this video. You're going to get a ton of content. The price will not change when NFL and NBA also get going, so definitely get in on that now. Coming off a really brutal Sunday yesterday, the slate started at 1:30, I think, Eastern, and our day was pretty much over by 1:37. We didn't even last like 10 minutes. Chris Bassett on the Blue Jays got lit up by the Athletics. He was a very popular guy, but ended up hurting us far too much. Bassett and Dylan Cease were the 2 best options yesterday. The Blue Jays and Padres were the biggest favorites on the slate, and they both lost. Sometimes things can just get really wonky. MLB Sundays have seemed to be pretty damn wonky a majority of the time this year, but it's all right. We'll bounce back today. Hopefully, sweeping across all formats, early slate, main slate, after-hours slate. Dating back to last week, we haven't been running too well, but we can always get hot whenever. So for pitcher tonight, we don't have to worry about any rain. There's possible pop-up showers at Boston, at Fenway, but it's not going to be anything serious, so we're good to go on all games today, weather-wise. We have guys in good spots up top here. Chris Sale against Blake Snell. Obviously a very low over-under with these 2 lefties on the mound. It's a 6.5 over-under. They're both pretty expensive. They're both projected for 40, 41 fantasy points. Lucas Gill, good spot at the White Sox. There are 2 minus 300 favorites tonight. We have the Yankees against the White Sox, minus 345. So Gill and any Yankee hitter is going to look good tonight. That might be the biggest favorite I've seen all year. Minus 345 is an astronomically high number for a favorite in the MLB. But we got the Yankees, and then we have the Diamondbacks against the Rockies. D-backs are at home. Definitely one of the best teams to stack tonight. Probably them and the Yankees. Minus 310, 8.5 over-under. It looks like Ketel Marte is coming back after missing just a day. We'll have to wait to see that confirmed lineup, but the D-backs look real tasty tonight. We'll talk about that in the bats. But in terms of pitcher, you can spend up at Sale. You can go to Gill. You can go to Snell. I mean, they're all fine. Don't love Lopez. He hasn't been great. The best guy, in my opinion, is the D-backs pitcher. Minus 310 against this Rockies offense. Brandon, I think it's Fad. I don't know if the P and T on the beginning and the end are silent, but he looks great tonight at 9,200. Like I've said before, I like judging, I like getting another outlet on, projections and stuff so we can compare salaries on DFS. And I've said before, the Prize Picks projections I use a lot for pitcher. As you can see here, we have Luis Gil at 38.5. And we have Brandon Fad also at 38.5. And on FanDuel, he's $1,600 cheaper. Now, are Prize Picks always spot on with these? No. You can definitely find an edge, and that's how you can make money on this site. But it is, it's a good generalization to give you a ballpark estimate. 38.5. He's only projected 1.5 lower than Snell and 4 lower than Chris Sale. So value-wise, dollar for dollar, he looks like the best option tonight as a minus 310 favorite. $9,200. I really, really like him. In terms of anyone cheaper, Joe Musgrove would be good at home against the Pirates. He's coming off of a elbow injury IL, so I'm assuming he's going to be limited, making him pretty tough to trust tonight. And everyone else looks, god-awful. Obviously, Bush, I don't even know who that is against the Yankees. And then, all these matchups are bad. And then Freddie Peralta, not only has he fucked me over so many times this year, but his matchup against the Dodgers, no thank you. So it's Brandon Fad, and it's everyone above him. I don't love Lopez, but I like Snell, I like Gill, and I like Sale. So do with that information as you will. The best value, dollar for dollar, is Brandon Fad for sure. For the infield, I mentioned Ketel Marte. He should be coming back. He'll be a great spin up tonight, but I'm not going to pick him in this video. I have other D-backs. In terms of cheap, they have Gleyber Torres hitting 6th tonight projected, but the Yankees are facing a lefty in Kai Bush. Decent chance he leads off with the righty-lefty matchup. Right now, they're projecting Alex Verdugo to lead off, which would kind of make no sense. Lefty-lefty matchup. We've seen Torres lead off fairly recently. If he's batting 6th, you could still go with him. $2,600 is really cheap. We're going to want to get some exposure to this Yankees lineup one way or the other. A 9 over-under minus 345 by far projected the most runs on this slate. So Torres looks fine. He's going to look really... I'll probably have him in every lineup if he's leading off because the price is just far too cheap on Torres. For third, I haven't picked Rafi Devers in a while. I think he's a decent spot tonight. Now, he's by no means a must-play. $3,700 isn't, the most expensive tag we've seen on him. It's also not the cheapest. The Red Sox have a good matchup tonight at home against Tyler Mahle, or Mahle, however you want to say it. He's been hurt this year. I don't know how many starts he has under his belt. He just came back. Pitched pretty well against the Astros, but... we've seen it all year long. Good pitchers come into Fenway, and it's still a high over-under. Fenway is a hitter's ballpark. The Red Sox have sneaky been a great hitting team this year. I think Devers, with this lefty-righty matchup against Mahle, is going to be pretty good. Again, you don't need him. I think you can spend up, in other spots, but in terms of this video, I don't mind Devers at all. It's a 9.5 over-under. The Red Sox are slight favorites, so this game in general looks like a pretty offensive-friendly game on both sides for the Rangers and the Red Sox. Devers looks good, and there's probably plenty other lefties in this Red Sox lineup that are going to look good, but I like Devers at third. And then for the outfield, we're going to get over to the Arizona Diamondbacks. I think it's the best team to stack tonight. Obviously, the Yankees are projected a little bit more as a minus 345 favorite, but they're a little bit more expensive. In terms of value, it's Corbin Carroll tonight, most likely leading off against the righty. I don't know who's pitching for the Rockies because RotoWire here says Bradley Blalock, but then FanDuel has Cal Quantrill. He's not starting. Okay. So it looks like whoever this Bradley Blalock guy for the Rockies is going to be starting. Probably going to be a bullpen day. D-backs could absolutely smash tonight. I love Carroll. I love Jock Peterson. Lefty-righty matchup. Should be batting 1 and 3rd. Going to get Ketel Marte in most likely if he's playing. Jock Peterson sneaky having a great year. Batting for average too. 286 average, 19 homers. He can steal a base every now and again, but he's been running pretty damn well. He has 4 homers in the last 10 days. Again, Diamondbacks, second highest projected total tonight behind the Yankees. Everyone had him yesterday, and he homered. Stanton's cheap at 2,900, righty-lefty matchup. Back-to-back games of homers. He's probably going to be popular. Again, the Yankees and D-backs, you got to pick them. We're probably going to run out of outfield spots if we're picking, these D-backs guys, Stanton, or, trying to fit Judge in there. We'll find a way. But in terms of, this video, we're going to go with Carroll and Jock Peterson in the outfield. And that'll round out the plays for today. Give this video a like, guys. I hope you guys all have a decent Monday at least. And let's have a nice night tonight across all 3 slates. Just that much closer to NFL. Can't wait. But until next time, I am the FD Guru. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.